to the wrist?
Yeah, for the most part. Okay. Speakers.
What's up, guys? What's up, Jason?
Okay. Alright.
So, welcome to the show.
Howdy y'all from Texas. Howdy y'all. Hey Dave.
Alright.
I still have
Issue.
I need help with big time. Jason. What was Jason?
Big time. Jason.
Fresh my memory, Jason.
Yes, please. It's early. I don't got nothing.
Yo. Alright, what was it that I wanted to talk about? There was something on my brain that What was the question the guy asked earlier today?
Okay, I have... Actually, this is really nice.
DIN equivalent to... double DIN equivalent to a PRS-80. Oh, that's a tough one. You know, the new Kenwoods have...
Hey, guys.
Okay, so if you're looking for the new equivalent to a PRS-80, obviously something like a 4200, 8200 are going to be the closest thing you're going to get. If you're not in a hurry, I would wait until June, July to see what products Pioneer's coming out with to replace those. So if you're not in a hurry, just wait. If you are in a hurry, the closest thing you're going to get right now is probably the 4200, and it's pretty close. It's not perfect. No one makes an ultra high-end unit.
Hi, Mike.
Mike Jones.
Yes. Josh. We're in. Hey, this is the question.
Okay.
I want to get some water.
I currently need a new car battery. Yes, I have owned the Interstate Megatron Plus battery, and it seems to have worked just fine, but it doesn't provide any specifications like car audio battery does. What is the difference between the seemingly regular vehicle battery like Interstate battery and a car audio brand battery like Stinger or Macet? Yeah, okay. And what do the specifications of the car audio batteries really mean in comparison to the type of... Okay, so basically what you're asking is, what's the difference between like a dry cell battery and a car battery? A car battery is a little bit is rated differently. Gosh, I don't know if I have time to explain this. I'll type you an answer because that's a big one. At the end of the day, something like a nice red top Optima or a the acronym is escaping me right now. The German-made batteries are much better than the standard acid core batteries. But okay, so what is?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go back again. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'll type.
All right. So. Jason, my 4200 NEX volume while Andrea. Oh, I remember Jason.
Yeah.
He said when he turned the volume, the alerts, it doesn't.
And he did the update, so that's not that. That's weird.
Right.
Send us a video of what it's doing. You know, send us a short video to like the Facebook. I think you can do that. If not, put one up on YouTube and link to it so we can actually see.
Okay, Vladimir. So, what are the indication to that I need to install diodes in the backup camera, remote start or car audio?
Anytime you're joining two wires. So, for example, in an alarm, you have a door pin wire. You have two doors. They're both feeding current into the computer. If you just tap into one and then loop over to the other, when this door opens, it's going to show that both doors are open. So what you do at that point is put a diode separating the two so that it shows that only this door is open, and the diode will limit that power coming back into the other wire. So it's a stopgap, or like if think of it like on a hose. If you don't want the power to come back through the hose, so like if you have water going this way, and when you turn it off, you don't want the water to come back. That's what a diode is going to do, prevent the current from coming back and affecting any other circuit down the line the other way. Okay.
All right, for Russ, do you guys fuse your alternator to the battery wrong when doing the big three?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
That's a personal preference. Now, I like to do a fuse. Not everyone does. It's a personal preference. If you could see the wire from here to here and you're cool and you don't think it's ever going to touch anything hot and melt, rock on. There again, it's a fuse. You're going to put it on one side or the other. If you could put it somewhere in the middle, you're probably better that way. It's one of those touch and go things. I like a fuse, but there again, if like you put the fuse over by the alternator and the wire shorts out somewhere between the battery and that fuse, it's still going to catch on fire. I mean, there's no way, because you have, what is it going to do? Why, so, yeah.
Okay, for Mike Jones, I have a question on my 42 BS.
Okay.
Pioneer 4200 BS.
Yeah.
I'm running my iPad Pro into the USB using the main head unit.
Yes.
The problem is when I play the video on the iPad, the audio doesn't match.
No.
So
because it's required at a higher bit rate than the radio can. Yeah. You're trying to convert 1080 by 1920 down to at a higher bit rate than down to something that is 480 by 800.
say
Yes,
hello
you're going to have some lag.
Michael Castañeda. Say hello.
Hello, Michael.
There you go. What do you guys think of XX Power 3000?
Battery?
Yeah,
It's a hell of a battery.
I think so.
Yeah,
Also,
it's a battery.
do you have Alpine R-Type 15s?
Yes.
R-ohms, yeah.
Yeah, we carry
Yeah,
Alpine
we do.
R-Type 15s.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a badass 15, I don't know if I'd go with an Alpine R-Type 15. Like maybe a Rockford T1 or T2 or even the new 16-inch would be better. Or a Sundown or a Scar Audio.
Ooh, baby.
Those
Alright.
ordered or sealed for SQ.
That's crazy.
Sealed for
Okay.
SQ.
What do you think about Diamond Audio DS series?
I used to love Diamond Audio back when it was Diamond Audio. I haven't really, we fell out, so we haven't really done much with
There
Diamond
you go.
Audio.
I like this question.
Okay.
Jason
Yes.
said, do you guys have any shirts of your company?
He did
How
that.
can I purchase it?
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. If you guys are really interested in shirts, we're looking into it. I was thinking about doing something like Teespring.
Send us a comments if you
if you
actually
guys want
want it.
shirts, we'll definitely look into doing shirts. I have no problem with it. I was thinking about doing some cool artistic stuff. I have a ton of ideas. Yes, we really want. I would love to do shirts. Teespring to me seems like it'd be the easiest way for you guys to be able to buy them. So if that's something you guys are interested in, we'll definitely get that ball rolling. So we could, because we have a lot of cool things we could do with that.
Okay, if I'm using a second battery, should I power the head unit from the wiring harness or from the second battery to eliminate the
Second
engine
battery,
noise?
no. You shouldn't have any engine noise connected to the front battery. Back battery should only be there to power the amplifiers.
Mitch Bennett? I have using the JL Audio HD600 that has a bad channel and cause excuse system noise. JL Audio will repair for $180 with a 90-day warranty. It's worth it?
Yes.
Should I send it?
Yes. JL does a really good job at repairing their stuff. So we're not a JL dealer. They are here in Jupiter, Florida. We have several dealers around us that sell it. That's why we can't sell it. But all the experiences that I've heard from customers that have sent anything back to them have had nothing but good things to say. You're not going to get another amp close to that amount of power for $180 or that build quality. Sometimes unfortunate things happen. There's, like an amp channel goes bad. It happens. $180. You really can't beat that for that quality of an amplifier.
Do you have any issues on the Kenwood using the Maestro?
Currently,
They lock up?
no. Okay, so here's the deal with Maestros. Usually the problem we have with Maestros is flashing the Maestro and actually having it work in the car. Sometimes that's our error in not actually going through and reading every single thing that the Maestro is doing. Sometimes, especially in the steering wheel controls.
He actually updated the radio.
Update the radio? No, it shouldn't affect the Maestro. However, if you updated the radio, there might be a Maestro update as well. So you would have to do both. So yes, I could see where there'd be an issue if you updated the radio. You'd want to go to Maestro's website and see if the dates match for the updates. Because sometimes, like Kenwood will do an update, and if you didn't do the Maestro update as well, yes, you're going to have issues. But on a whole, no.
Okay, for Gabe, Portal Seal for...
Sound quality. Sealed.
Sealed.
Yep.
There you go. Mike Jones, I'm just running audio through the head unit, not video. The problem with the iPad Pro, put the video and it doesn't match the video and the audio.
Well, wait a minute. If he's just running audio... Oh. So how are you coming out of the iPad Pro into the radio? Because I'm assuming you're using... You're just doing audio, no video at all. Are you using the Lightning adapter to HDMI? Are you how are you going from iPad Pro to 4200? How are they connected? Is it just over USB?
Yes.
Then that's the problem. They're two different. You'd really want to do it over. That's not going to work. You're going to need to use something like the aux jack.
Lightning cable USB, you see?
Yeah, lightning cable USB. You're going to need to use the aux jack. You're going to have to use an aux jack because it's a timing thing. You're going through. Yeah, you're going to have to use the aux jack on the 4200 in order to make that work right. So get the lightning to aux jack and lightning so that you can charge and then come out of it with the aux jack into the back of the 4200. That's you can get them on Amazon like $15. Not the lightning to aux, but there's a lightning to aux and charge. Do it that way, you should be fine.
There you go. Everybody's like, the shorts are the answer. I would buy the shorts.
Okay.
I'm looking to replace the factory components with my SoundQuest 6.5 mid.
Say what?
The dumb tweeters. Powered by the Audiobahn 775x4, the tweeters don't have any crossover. So I'm wondering if I can use the Kenwood DDX head unit to tune the tweeters.
No, you're going to need a crossover on the tweeter. Get something like a 3.3 microfarad cap and put it on the tweeter. The radio doesn't go up into the tweeter frequencies. It has a tweeter adjustment. That is for volume.
So you need a crossover.
You need a crossover for a tweeter.
I will buy shirts. Shirts are the answer. How to minimize the trunk rattle?
Roadkill. Lots of roadkill. Roadkill.
Do you guys use...
Same as Dynamat or any other sound deadening material. Just do it on the top. Do it on the back. The more of it you put on, the better. That's just it. I mean, you just got to deaden the sound.
We're close, man. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you guys use battery insulator relays for dual battery install?
I used to use
fused wires.
Yes, I used to use the SR200 back in the day. I used a ton of those, and then I ran into a situation where I didn't have one to use, and we stopped using them after that because we noticed there was no difference. If it's a daily driver and you are constantly running the car, you don't really need to worry about the two batteries beating themselves up. If you have a car that is going to sit for the week or the weekend or 4 or 5 days at a time, then yes, put a relay in so that you can separate those two batteries. If it's a daily driver, I wouldn't worry about it.
What are the best value 6.5 splits?
6.5 inch components. The Kenwood Exelons are a really good price, and I like those. If you want options, the Alpine S-types are okay. They're okay. If you're looking for really super affordable, the Pioneers have two lines. They have their TSA or GMD, I believe. Yeah. Those are really, really reasonable, and they're not too bad. But if you're looking for good, affordable sound, the Kenwood Exelons would be the way to go.
Okay, so Seth, what kind of crossover will work? I'm super new to this. Well, use the cap.
You can use a bass blocker. You can get a 3.3 microfarad cap. We do have a video on YouTube all about crossovers and bass blockers. I think it's like called bass blocker video. I'm not real sure. It's in the From the Install Bay. It has 3 pictures of green capacitors on it. We kind of walk you through the process of different capacitors for different speakers, so you have an idea of what you need. But yeah, 3.3 microfarad cap on the tweeter will prevent bass from getting to it.
There you go.
And you'll be good to go.
I have
You just still need to use the high pass crossover in the radio to stop the bass from getting to the mid range.
Okay,
So that's what that will do.
I have the JL 500 on the Kicker 12 L7s
Okay,
in the porta box.
that's
Need
gonna be
help
loud.
to tuning. Do you sell any JL knob?
We do not carry JL audio, so no, we're not going to have a knob for the JL. I would just try eBay. I'm sure they're all over the place.
What overhead monitors do you recommend?
If you're looking for the best in picture quality, Alpine is by far the only company still making a really nice looking overhead. Unfortunately, it is a bit pricey. We do carry the AudioVox overheads, which I believe are just pretty much like everyone else. They are a better build quality than just like the brand. But those are the two brands we carry. Believe it or not, we have amazing success with the Movies to Go line of AudioVox. Like, I mean, they're put them in and forget them. So, yeah, very nice pieces as far as durability and kid-proof.
Cool. Our Pack LC1.
Our Pack LC1's any good? Pack LC1. What is
I
it?
think
Pack
that's the bass knob.
The bass
no?
knob? Oh, yeah. Yeah, line control. Dude, they've been making those things forever. They work amazing. They're awesome. They're good. Yes, if you can get a Pack LC1 and that'll work for you, by all means get it. You will never have a problem with it.
What's the bass box tuning for hip-hop rap music?
You want to tune it low, you know, the 32 hertz. That's what ported boxes want to be, is 32 hertz. We were bored one day. We have the cool SMD device that allows us to check the tuning frequency. We checked every box in the store, and believe it or not, everyone was tuned between 31 to 32 hertz. I mean, every one, whether it was built by Kenwood, whether it was built by Kicker, Rockford, or just some Chinese box, they're all tuned at the same 32 hertz.
Okay.
If you go lower, it'll be louder.
Kenwood DPX 592 or the Pioneer 730 VS.
FHX 730B. We just ran into that problem the other day. Quick story on that. We had a customer come in. Paul set him up with the 592 BT. And the customer actually had a Pioneer radio in his other car. He absolutely hated the way the Kenwood sound because he likes the way he's used to a Pioneer. Took that out, put the 730 in it. Once I realized what the problem was, boom, magically, it was like, oh my God, night and day. That's not saying the Kenwood was bad. He is just used to Pioneer. If you've had either one of the, it's just a case in that they sound totally different. Kenwood does not, and you would think they'd sound the same because at the end of the day, they're both reproducing sound from here to here. But no, they have two totally different distinct sounds to them. Alpine also has its own unique sound to it as well. So for me to say, oh, buy the Pioneer, it's the greatest thing in the world, it's not true. Features for feature, they're very similar. They all have the same exact features. Which one do you buy? If you've owned a Pioneer, buy a Pioneer. If you've ever owned a Kenwood, buy a Kenwood. That's just what it comes down to. If you've owned one and you hated it, buy the opposite because it's going to sound totally different.
Okay, what is your opinion on the AV amps versus the Rockford Class AD amps?
But what kind of amps?
Any AV amps?
AV or AB?
AV. AV.
V?
V. V. V.
V is in Victor.
No.
B is in boy.
Yeah.
Well, say it. AB? Yeah, AB is going to sound the best, but no one really makes it much anymore. Phoenix Gold has their line of RX amplifiers where they make a 40 watt by 4 AB class 4 channel that just sounds great. But everything has gone to Class D. The more expensive the Class D amplifier, the better it's going to sound. And that's at the end of the day, that's just what it is. Because the more expensive it is, the more time they put into fixing the problems that are inherent with AB class amplifiers. I'm sorry, with Class D amplifiers, G, H, P, Q, whatever.
Yeah.
So, when you look at like a punch amplifier sounds great, but a power amplifier sounds better. It's that simple. An Alpine PDX V9 5-channel amplifier is our number one selling 5-channel amplifier. Sounds amazing. Alpine bought that technology that they bought off someone else to make it sound amazing, even though they'll claim it's their own. Whatever.
Okay.
Sounds great.
What's better, the capacitor or the second battery?
Second battery. Now, there again, you don't have to get a huge second battery. You can get something like this guy right here. something like this little guy here, which everybody makes, Excess Power makes, Stinger makes 2 of these. This will kill a capacitor any day of the week. Basically, all you're trying to do is buy yourself time. You know, batteries add time. They reduce the amount of time it takes for the power to come from here to here. It's like a buffer. Nowadays, most amplifiers are really efficient, so you know, the small battery in the trunk, awesome.
Where's the audio control 3.2?
3.2 is the crossover, I believe.
Yeah.
EQ
3.2.
3.2. I have no idea what the 3.2 is. We
No.
have the 6XS. The 3.2. I don't know
Okay,
what the 3.2 is.
Luis, mándame un mensaje y igual por Facebook. Déjame checarlo y yo te aviso.
Cartooning shop joint. Hi, cartooning. Okay. 3.2. I wonder if he's talking like LC7i or something. What did we miss? Did we miss one?
That's it. No.
Oh man, I could have told more story. Battery.
No, you just get into it. I'm like, stop it!
Oh, well, I'm trying to answer their
Cut it
questions. I like answering questions. Hi guys,
There
I
you
sent
go.
you a message on Facebook asking if it's possible to hook up a 3-way crossover to 2 amplifiers for subwoofer and 1 amplifier for component speakers. Yeah. Depending on the amplifier, it may have a 3-way crossover built into it. What did you have in mind? 3-way crossover with 2 amplifiers for subwoofer and 1 for amplifiers. Well, okay, so a 3-way crossover implies that you have 6 channels you need for highs. So unless, like, okay, so for example, Focal K2 speakers, 3-way set comes with it's a 3-way passive crossover that is bi-amped, meaning that the mid-range and the tweeter go onto channels 1 and 2, and the 6.5 goes onto channels, it is its own crossover, so it would go onto channels 3 and 4. You get a full passive active system with a 3-way crossover. If you're looking to go full active, you have to have a channel for each set of speakers. That's the only way that works. So you'd have to have a tweeter channel, mid-range channel, mid-bass channel, rear channel, sub-channel. So that's how that, you know, full active means channel for every speaker.
Okay.
Half active, half passive, that's how that would work.
Okay. Any ideas to help the trunk leads pop open? Again,
After putting a lot of sound deadening.
deadening.
In a 16 Ultimate. Wow. If you know a guy that knows how to weld, put a linear actuator on it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that, or if it's got springs, get bigger springs. You know, because there's those strut bars, and usually there's springs. You could twist those again and make them more rigid. If there's springs, you could twist the springs. There again, very dangerous. Very dangerous. What's the next question?
Okay, hello. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when I asked about some front door speakers that will cut out when I was cold?
Yeah.
But only when I was, cold.
Yeah.
So I found out the problem.
What was the problem?
They have put the crossover screws. Oh, wait.
You're killing me.
Touching it.
The crossover screws are touching what?
The crossovers. Touching the outside of the fuse holder to the crossover. So I pulled the screw out on both sides, replacing with the smaller, and that's good.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, wow.
Short screws, got to pay attention. Hey, you know, installers are not infallible. I mean, everyone makes a mistake, but something like that, I mean, come on, really? But no, that's cool. I'm glad you figured that out, and thanks for letting us know that that's what it was. That's crazy. I mean, sometimes you just run into the silliest things. I mean, they make these cool neodymium speakers, these tweeters that have the stupid trim ring that goes over the front of it, and the way the screws that mount it are in place, they line up perfectly with the wire inputs for the speaker. So if you screw it in all the way, you short the speaker right out to the terminals.
Okay.
So you have to take the tweeter apart, turn it 100 or 90 degrees so that the screws don't actually touch, and that's just how they're built. It's awesome. Design flaw.
When the Pioneer,
Hello,
when
Bill.
the new Pioneer came out this year.
when did the new Pioneers come out this year?
Yeah.
So the new AVH radios just started shipping last week. That's the AVH X 390, 391, 490, and 491. We're currently filming all the videos on those. So be prepared for the channel, the YouTube channel, just be inundated with Pioneer for like the next 2 weeks. We're sorry, but we just got to get all these videos out, and then we can get back to, smaller releases on cool installation and shit like that. But the NEX stuff also came out, but there was no changes to it. So like a 4200 became a 4201. The only thing they did was add a backup camera. So basically all we're going to do is make videos that say, hey, if you want to know what the difference between a 4201 and a 4200 is, we're going to tell you. And then if you didn't see the video on the 4200, we're just going to play the old video, do a little bit of editing to shrink it down some. But the new Hi from Soundwave Australia. Awesome.
Oh,
Soundwaves. Yeah. So the new Pioneer stuff, they're thinking sometime this summer. June is the rumor. So that's where that is at.
Okay. Cool. For Tito.
Phone?
Oh, I think that's
our time.
Yeah.
It's 7 o'clock. All right.
Okay, for Tito. Me tienes que dar tiempo. Tengo demasiadas preguntas. O ahora sí que tenemos demasiados carros por hacer. Estamos bien ocupados. Solamente dame tiempo. Mándame un mensaje por aquí y yo te puedo contestar.
And you think I talk a lot? Damn.
Would
you say like 4 words?
No, he's like, hey, I'm
joking.
Just give me a number so I can call you? I'm like, dude, we're really busy. Just send me a message as soon as I can reply back.
Yes.
So.
And the message thing, real quick. Facebook, YouTube, they both go to the same place. So if you ask it on one, it will get answered. Just give us some time. This channel is thankfully is way beyond our expectations, and we're trying to keep up with it as much as we can. So just give us some time and we'll get back to you. There's no need to post the question twice. Facebook Live is freezing bad. Fucking awesome. That's what I like to see. That's okay, we're going to end it. But thank you, Bill. If this sucked, if you got a real bad copy, no problem. You can check it out on YouTube. We'll have a high-def version of it there. We'll read his real quick and we're going to call it
tonight. That was the only thing I have done.
I pulled them off. I noticed that the screw heads were just barely touching the one side of the fuse holder. I couldn't believe that what was it say?
Yeah, I can believe.
That's awesome.
Can't believe that little caused that issue.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the input issue, blah, blah, blah. Yes, cool.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Tito. Thanks, everybody. Sorry we got to cut this one short tonight. He's having
Have a good night, guys.
Yep, we're doing a thing on a thing with a thing. So, see you guys next week. You guys have a...
Thanks for your time.
There we go. You guys have a great night, and we will see you later next time. Bye.